Today we'll be talking about Chapter 10, Lesson 1, Organizing Data and Displaying Data. By the end of this lesson, you can organize data into tables and graphs, and you can choose a table and graph to display the data. A bar graph displays data with vertical or horizontal bars. Bar graphs are a good way to display data that can be organized into categories. A line graph displays data using line segments. Line graphs are a good way to display data that changes over time. A circle graph shows parts of a whole. The entire circle represents 100% of the data. Each sector represents a percent of the total. Circle graphs are good for comparing each category of data to the whole set. So where we start with this is we start with interpreting different graphs. So when I look at my first ones, it's reading and interpreting bar graphs. So we have fat content of a sub sandwich: bread, ham, turkey, cheese, and mayonnaise. Which ingredient contains the most fat? So when we're talking about a bar graph, we're legitimately looking for the one that has the most, which is the mayonnaise. How many more grams of fat are in ham than turkey? So here, turkey is right here, which is 3. Ham is at 6, so it's 3 grams. How many total fat grams are in this thing? So we have 11 plus 9 plus 3 plus 6 plus 1. So there's 20, 30 grams. What percentage of total fat grams of the sandwich are from turkey? So here we have 3 out of 30 grams, so that's 1/10, so that's 10%. That's the percentage of the fat. Okay, when we look at our next one, in which year did the State College have the greatest average attendance for basketball? Okay, we have football and basketball. Football's a darker, basketball's a smaller one. So 2003. Okay, on average, how many more people attended a football game than a basketball game in 2001? So in 2001, here we had 20, and this would be about 12. So 8,000. And that's how we read our bar graphs. The next one, now we're talking about a line graph. It says, at what time was the temperature the warmest? So here the warmest was at 4 p.m. During which 4-hour time period did the temperature increase the most? So here I'm looking for the one that has the greatest rate of change, and right here so 8 a.m. to noon would be my greatest one. When we talk about a double line graph, in which months did airline B charge more than airline A? So we're looking at April, and September. During which months did the airlines charge the same airfare? And that would be in May. right there. And then when we talk about reading a circle graph, we have, which two fruit together make up half the salad? We have banana and strawberry. And then cantaloupe is the one that is the greatest. All right, so here when we talk about making, this is the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. So here we're going to have bar graph for this first one. So we have livestock show entries, and it's just a number. So here I'm going to say chicken, goat, horse, pig, sheep. And then I just scale. Now when I'm making my bars here, 48, 38, I can use color. And then 25 for my last one. And there's my bar graph. When I'm talking about making a circle graph, so the division of crops, and now we're talking about total area. So here we have to find out, so this is 120, 160, so 200. So we have 200 total. So that's my 100%. So I have to take and divide out each one by 200 to find the percentage. So this is 35%. 50 out of 200 is 25%. 10 out of 200 is 5%. 40 out of 200 is 20%. And then 30 out of 200 is 15%. Now to get the angles that we need to make, so this one's an easy one. It's just 25% of 360, which will be 90. So that'll be the follow. 25%. Then if you take 35% of 360, you get 126 degrees. So this will be our corn. So this should be approximately 126 degrees. Then 10 would be about 18. 20 would be about 72. And 30 about 102. So I think I made the corn a little bit too big. That's where you need a protractor coming in. This is your mixed veggie. This would be your soy. And this would be, oh, nope, sorry, 15%. Nope, I had this right. This would be your wheat. And here's your soy. So you times these all by 360 to get the angle, and then you use a protractor to help make this. And that's how you make your circle graphs. The last one we talk about is a line graph. So here you have a bunch of years, and then so I could go 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010. Oh, sorry, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010. So then I would go up to 5, 1, 2, so 2000, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So now 1930, we're at 506, so just above. 1955, we're just over 2000. In 1980, we're at 15,000. And then 2005, we're overjoyed. And there's my line graph showing. And that's our lesson for organizing and displaying data. Have a great day.